Hello. So, throughout the entire play of the Rent production, there is extremely big movements. All of the actors and characters express like a large dance movement or slide through the frame of the door or up the stairs in the dancing when the woman in the blue pants, the African American, is expressing that love and emotion towards the blonde. They're singing and kind of grasping those large movements. For the value and perspectives to that add into this dramatic play is both of those examples. It's going to be the example of the black African American woman expressing her love and affection towards the blonde who is kind of denying it and then kind of pulling it in, kind of playing a game. When she's dancing all throughout the stairs and the bar, she's kind of adding in more dramatic effect for the audience for that. Those values are going to be difficult to tangle with, or the perspective, as they're kind of adding in the diversity of nowadays of the 21st century. The beginning of the beginning of To Look Like Christmas act was really eye-opening, as it was Maureen's dream and the Cyberland. That's when um, Benny referenced to the cow of holding in her milk. That I feel like that kind of added into the act that the love and emotion towards the black African American woman and the white man, kind of adding in that effect of an emotion to draw into each other. That helps a diversity. With the example of Benny and the cow holding in her milk and not releasing, I feel like that's the same thing of denying that love and affection, or the same thing to deny the milk to drop. So that just kind of helps the connection to the reality of the world, of options and differences within those kind of time frames. As back then, a black African American woman and a white man was not necessarily looked upon. Now, same with the cow. Like a cow and holding in her milk, that's not really looked upon as a cow should be producing milk. An issue of diversity is all throughout this entire play, as there is different races, genders all over, which honestly help a lot of the play be more effective, as it's more updated. Not necessarily that traditional white man, white woman love affair play as the main characters. It really drew in the eye, as it was more effective and more emotionally grasping for the audience within that diversity range. For the song I listened to, the function of the song was from Glee, and it was the about talking about the tiger. Talking about the tiger in the cage and never see sun. I feel like that was playing in a part that was grasping in the diversity of this entire play, because you don't necessarily think of a tiger in a cage. You think of a tiger out roaming the wilderness and anything along those lines. I feel like that just honestly kind of drew in the diverse of this entire play, which was extremely just effective.